move to the demo. So in the demo, I will be going to show you how you can run your connection monitoring, how you can see the traffic flow in between two VMs, or in case of there is any issues, how Network Watcher can help you to monitor that. All right, let's move to the Azure portal. So in my Azure portal, I already have two virtual machines deployed. So this is the VM1 and VM2. Both are deployed in the same network and they are in the central US region. Now let's move to the Network Watcher. Well, you have to search for Network Watcher from the top, and here is it. Well, you see, as soon as I have deployed the resources, by default the center Network Watcher is got enabled for the center India region. Well, you would be able to see plenty of options. You have options to see the topology, which will be give you the overview of a specific network resources which had been deployed in the one resource group. So if I want to see the topology, I can go ahead and see that. So it would not showing anything for me because I just have deployed my resources in the center India. So it's going to be take a little time to discover the resources. But if you have resources already running, you can go ahead and select the resource group and you can select the network. It will be able to give you the complete bunch of resources which is already attached with this network. So from here, you can go ahead and download the topology as well. So it's going to be download a picture of topology. Well, another option is to connection monitoring. So this allows you to monitor the connection. So let's say you want to continuously put connection monitoring for specific time. This will be help you to do that. So let's say if I want to create a monitoring and let's say I'll to give it a name VM monitoring, and this is going to be in central India because my resources has been there. This will be going to create a one workspace which is going to be have a log inside, and then in the group I can add the source, I can add the destination, and I can add the test configuration as well. So if I say my resource is going to be one of the VM in this network, which is going to be this and this. Okay, and I can select this one here. So in my case it's not giving me this one because my VM doesn't have a VMware extension installed, but I can go ahead and enable it. I can give the test configuration here in which I can define which exactly a configuration is going to be. Either I can go on HTTP, I can go the TCP, and I can go the ICMP as well. So this is the configuration which allows me to configure it, the test case scenarios, or if I already have any test case scenario for my monitoring, it will be also give me that option to select that. But in my case, it's only have a one, so you can go ahead and set up your test case scenario, and then you can add the destination as well. And in which you can need to just select the the destination which is going to be, and then you can enable the endpoints from here, and from here you would be able to see the continuously monitoring as well, and then accordingly you can create the alerts as well. So let's say once you have, so this is something which allows you to monitor the specific thing. Let's say you are monitoring the connections in between two different uh, source and destination which is out of the Azure. This will help you to create the alerts, and this can help you to inform you in case of there is any issues. Well, you can do a network performance as well, so that's you can do it. And then you can see IP flow verification as well. Let's say you want to see IP flow in between uh, two local or public IPs, that you can see it. How? So you need to select the resource group, you need to select the VM, and you need to select the interface, and then from here you would be able to see the IP flow as well. Same way you can see the energy diagnostic as well. You need to select the resource, and you need to select the VM, and you need to see select the traffic, and then you need to select the destination, and you need to click on check. So the IPR range is need to be given. Is it going to be a service tag, or is it going to be a CIDR range? For source types, in my case I want to check for, let's say, a load balancer, and the destination port going to be 80. Well, let's, if you once click on go ahead and check, this will be going to show you in case of there is any issues with your NSG, or in case of any rule which is blocking this connection in the NSG, you will be able to get the detail of that as well, and accordingly you can go ahead and do your troubleshooting. So in my case, it says it's denied because the traffic is not allowed in the NSG. So this is how it can help you to see either it's denied or it is allowed. So for this destination, for this specific load balancer, the traffic is denied. So I can go ahead and modify this NSG according to the figure. So you see, this is the rule which is not matching, and I can go ahead and update this rule accordingly, because in my case it's a port 80, but here is no port 80 is allowed. So that's the reason it's not allowing me to communication with this way. So that's how it can help you to do the NSG diagnostic. You can see the next hop as well. So let's say you want to see a next hop for your VMs. You can go ahead and see that as well. So you just need to define your specific source and destination IPs, and you would be able to do that. And same way, if you want to see effective rules, that's something you can do from here as well. And then the VPN troubleshooting, you just need to see select the VPN gateway, and you need to just enable start the troubleshooting, and you would be able to enable the troubleshooting as well. Well, you can do the packet capturing as well. That's something you can do from here. And then you do have option to do the connection troubleshooting, which you can enable it here. So let's say you want to do some sort of you have two options. Either you can select between the VMs, or either you can select the public FQDN IPs as well. So let's say I want to check the connectivity with the Microsoft.com, and its preferable IP is the IPv4, and the destination port should be 443. And I just need to click on check. So as soon as I did that, it's going to be take a little time, and then I would be able to see what exactly is happening with this connection, or is it allowed or is it blocked. Well, it's taking a little time. Well, it's still running, so I think we need to give it a few more seconds here. Once this will be done, you will be able to see uh, like how the traffic is reaching. Is it directly going outside the VM, or do we have any hopes in between that, which is applying on this VM routes, and then it's reaching to the Microsoft website, which I have defined here. So in my case, I already have checked the Microsoft.com, but in case of you want to check with any IPs, any FQDN or any URL, you can go ahead and check that connectivity here over the destination port which is required. And then you do have some advanced port which you need to define. In case of you have a specific port from the source and destination is being connecting, you can define the source port here as well. Well, I think it's still taking a little more time, so let's wait for a few more maybe 1 or 2 seconds and see if that's work. I think it's enabling the extension on the VM, so that's the reason it's taking a time. So let's give it a few more minutes here and see if it's get enabled. So to do the capturing, or to do the network connection troubleshooting, you need to make sure the network watcher agent is installed on the VM. So you see the network watcher is deployed on the VM, and now I would be able to see the connection diagnostics as well. So it's going to be take a little more time, and then I would be able to see the connection monitoring as well. The same way I would be able to see the effective rows, next hop, the NSGs diagnostic I am able to do. I will be able to see the IP verify as well. So in my uh, in my I mean you just need to make sure you should have a VM on the VM you should have a network watcher agent installed. So in just few minutes ago we have shown all of these options, so we will not be able to select the VM there, but now we would be able to see the VM as well and the other options. So you can see I would be able to see the next hop, I would be able to see the destination as well, what is the latency is the, what is the minimum latency is, what is the maximum latency is, what is the how many props has been sent it to this website to reach there. So this is how you can see the latencies, you can monitor the latency as well, and at that bell you can see the topology view as well, how it's reaching to the internet or how it's reaching to the website. Now in case of you need to see a next hop, you can go ahead and see the next hop as well. You just need to select the VM here. It's going to be V1 or V2. You can see now I have option to select the VMs, but earlier I was not having this one because my VM does not having the network watcher agent installed. So if I need to see for next hop for 10.10.5, which is my the VM02, I would be able to see the next hop as well uh, with this next hop option. Well, it's going to be take a little more time, and then it will be showing us the next hop. So it's all right, giving us the error like no network watcher is there. Network watcher will automatically work when you perform the option, but in my case it's already there. I don't know why it's saying that network watcher is not enabled, but let's go ahead and click on next hop, and it will be going to enable the network watcher automatically. So let's wait for a few more seconds here and see what's happened. Well, the network watcher is enabled. It's very interesting to see why it's not giving us the next hop, but this is how you can see the next hop. And then if you need to see uh, the effective routes, you can go ahead and see that as well. You just need to select the VM, you need to select the VM interface, and it will be going to show you how many security rule is effective, because this is how you can get a consolidate uh, uh, security rules as well. Because let's say you have a multiple security group applied on the VM, applied on a subnet, then it's become a very way complicated. But if you have and then it's going to be become a very complicated. But in this way you can see how many rules has been effective on this VM. So if you see, I have one spreadsheet downloaded from here. Let me minimize this thing and you will be able to see this. This is how you can see and download the routes and the security rule which has been applied on this VM. Well, that's what I have for you in the demo. I hope you like this video. If you like this video, please go ahead and like or subscribe for more upcoming videos. And in case of if you need any help, please feel free to reach us. Thank you.